EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Colts coming out now. Play action. Manning. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's a throw. Running back, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Manning. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMahon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McMahon, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play. He could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's James. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McMahon. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw on 2nd down. McMahon. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts set to take over here offensively. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They run it with James. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Manning. Now he's loose up the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake. Manning. That ball caught by Harrison, and he's got this down to the 35. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Manning now throwing quickly to the flat. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
James. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Now Manning. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Here's James. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there's definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. And takes his one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On 1st and 10, McMahon throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on first down, McMahon. Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Let's go.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On first down, Manning. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Manning. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On play action, it's Manning. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. McMahon throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1. He'll keep it himself. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. In motion right, that's Marshall. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Colts getting ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on first down is Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Second down and 3. Working from the gun, Manning. James has got it, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Manning. And the catch made by Hilton. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Manning. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. That'll be caught by James. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, McMahon, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to Marshall on a quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, McMahon. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. To throw again, McMahon. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 9. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And his throw here's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Third and 2. Manning going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Now Manning again. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Manning now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On first down, it's James. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Manning. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here. Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMahon. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. McMahon. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, here comes Peyton. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on third down, McMahon. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McMahon throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, McMahon. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes Robbie Gould for the Bears field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a give inside for Falk. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Manning. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harrison will go in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now Manning. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Manning now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. On play action, it's Manning. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Hester will get a shot. Returnable here for Hester. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears now ready to take over again. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a give. It's Peyton. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, here's Peyton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Now a toss play for Peyton. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put them spot on third down.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On the run, it's Peyton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Let's go, fellas. All right, rock and roll, baby. That's right. It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go do this, baby.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. That's
good for 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. He finds his man, Pollard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Again, it's Manning. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Manning now on third and goal. Touchdown! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Colts get a bit closer. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Let's smart, you know what we need, baby. Let's do it. Rock and roll. Let's do it. It's showtime, baby. They're going to walk that way, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't saying like that. Don't give him enough. Don't give him enough. I'm waiting on everybody else to make this. You make the point. Let's roll.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this defense not ready for that one, as he'll take this down inside the 25. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Let's go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run now with Peyton. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Third and 12. Running it here with Peyton. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So the Colts now down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up at 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Working from the gun, Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary. This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Manning to throw once more. Throw out wide is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
One final try now for Manning. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Of course, the game can't end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy.